Welcome back to English Conversation Hub, the podcast for learners who want to sound more natural, more confident.
And just, get comfortable with real-world English. I'm Oliver.
And I'm Ava, and today, Oliver, we are tackling a place that can be surprisingly stressful.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. The coffee shop.
Exactly. So today's episode is all about the coffee shop challenge. We're going to help you order even the most complicated drink on the menu.
And maybe even make a little small talk with the barista without breaking a sweat. So grab your favorite mug and let's get into it.
Okay, so let's be honest. You walk into a coffee shop, you see this huge menu behind the counter with words like macchiato, ristretto, frappuccino. It's a lot.
It is, and there's always like a line of 10 people behind you who all seem to know exactly what they want. The pressure is immense.
Right? The pressure. You feel like you have to decide in like 5 seconds, and you don't want to hold anyone up.
For sure. And the fear of mispronouncing something is so real. I remember once asking for a caramel macchiato. The barista was nice about it, but I felt so embarrassed.
Oh my gosh, I've been there. I think my worst was asking for an espresso. I still cringe when I think about it.
Espresso. I love it.
Stop, but it's a common experience, right? It's not just about the words, it's the whole performance of it.
It's like, deep down it's wrong, but in the heat of the moment, your brain just short circuits.
Totally. It's a performance. You have to say the size, the type of milk, any special request. It's like a script you haven't memorized.
A script you haven't memorized? That's the perfect way to describe it. And you worry, what if they ask a question you don't understand? Like, do you want that wet or dry?
I still don't really know what that means. I just nod and hope for the best.
Me too. I just say the usual way is fine.
Right, yeah. It's this universal anxiety. But the thing is, it's also such a great opportunity to practice English in a very practical, everyday situation.
Exactly. If you can master the coffee shop, you can handle a lot of other daily interactions. It's a confidence booster.
Okay, so let's break it down. The first part of the challenge is just understanding what you're ordering. Let's take a ridiculously complicated, stereotypical order.
Ooh, okay. Hit me with it.
I'll have a venti, iced, half-calf, skinny vanilla latte with an extra shot and light ice.
Whoa, okay, that's a mouthful. But if you look at it piece by piece, it's actually just a formula.
A formula, right. So what's the first piece?
The size. You've got your short, tall, grande, venti, which can be confusing because they're not English words, they're Italian, but venti just means large.
And iced is simple enough. You want it cold. Half-calf means half caffeinated, half decaffeinated coffee.
Then skinny vanilla latte. Skinny usually means it's made with non-fat milk and sugar-free syrup. A latte is just espresso with a lot of steamed milk.
And the vanilla is the flavor. Simple.
Exactly. And then the customizations at the end, extra shot means more espresso, more caffeine.
And light ice means you want less ice and more of the actual drink, which is always a good move, in my opinion.
Totally. You're paying for the coffee, not the frozen water. So see, when you break it down, that crazy order
is just a list of instructions. Size, temperature, caffeine, milk, flavor, extras. That's the pattern.
Right. And here's the best tip, honestly. If you see a word and have no idea what it is, just ask. And the list of terms just keeps growing. It's not just the Italian words anymore. Now you have things like cold brew versus iced coffee.
Yes, 1,000% yes.
You can just lean in and say, sorry, what's the difference between a flat white and a latte? Or what does ristretto mean?
The baristas are experts. It's their job. They'd much rather explain something for 10 seconds than have to remake a drink because you ordered something you didn't actually want.
That makes so much sense. I once saw a tourist order a doppio thinking it was a big, milky coffee.
Oh no.
Yeah, he got this tiny, tiny cup with just 2 shots of espresso. The look on his face was priceless. He was so confused.
See? If he just asked, what's a doppio, he would have been fine. So rule number 1 is, don't be afraid to ask. It's not a test.
It's not a test. I love that. Let's put that on a t-shirt. Okay, so that's decoding the menu. What's next? So part 2 of the challenge, once you've successfully ordered your super specific light ice half-calf masterpiece, is small talk.
Ah, yes. The next level of difficulty. It's totally optional, of course.
Of course, if the place is super busy and the barista is running around like crazy, just a clear please and thank you is perfect. You have to, read the room.
Exactly. But if it's a quiet moment and they're waiting for the espresso machine to do its thing, it's a golden opportunity for some low-stakes practice.
Totally, and you don't need to have a deep philosophical conversation. We're talking micro conversations.
Micro conversations. I like that. So what are some easy go-to phrases?
Well, you can comment on something you both share, like the weather. It's a classic for a reason. Crazy weather we're having, huh?
Yep. Or if they're not too busy, looks like a busy day for you guys. It just shows you see them as a person, not just a coffee robot.
Right. Another good one is to ask a simple work-related question, like, what's your favorite drink on the menu? Or, is that a new coffee blend? Is it good?
Ooh, that's a great one, because they'll have an easy answer and it shows you're interested. It can lead to a nice little recommendation.
I've discovered some of my favorite drinks that way. You just have to be prepared for a short answer. They might just say, "Nah, that's pretty good," and that's fine.
And that's okay. The goal isn't to become best friends. The goal is just to connect for a moment. Even a simple compliment works wonders. Wow, this place has a great vibe. Or, you guys always have the best music playing.
Yes, people love hearing that. It just makes the whole transaction feel more human. And for you, as a learner, it's practice. You say a sentence, they reply. You say, "Oh, cool, thanks." Boom, conversation complete. You survived.
Haha, you survived! And your confidence gets a tiny little boost. Each time you do it, it gets easier.
Absolutely. And that confidence can carry over into other parts of the coffee shop experience, because it doesn't just end at the counter, does it? It really does. It's like a positive feedback loop. You have one good interaction and suddenly you're more willing to try the next time. But the challenges don't just stop once you have your coffee in hand.
Not at all. There's the whole challenge of finding a good seat, especially during the morning rush. It can feel like a game of musical chairs. Oh, not at all. That's just stage 1. Stage 2 is navigating the entire social ecosystem of the coffee shop itself. There are so many unspoken rules. So to wrap it all up, the coffee shop challenge isn't about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to try.
And the anxiety of asking someone if a seat is taken is another mini challenge. You have to do that awkward scan for a coat on the chair or a bag on the floor. I once asked a mannequin if the seat was taken. True story. Exactly. Break the order down into that formula. Size, temp, style, milk, flavors, extras. And if you don't know a word,
Just ask.
and if you're feeling up for it, try a little small talk. A simple question or a compliment can go a long way.
So our challenge to you, our listeners, is to go out there this week and try it. Order something a little bit outside your comfort zone. Ask the barista a question. Give it a shot.
Let us know how it goes. You can find us on all the socials at English Conversation Hub. We'd love to hear your coffee shop stories, the successes, and the funny mistakes.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Until next time, keep practicing. Bye, everyone.